Welcome to Burlington. We are at the Judge and Jury, and I can't wait to tuck into some of these amazing eats. But first, we're going to talk about something that's really special about this pub. We've got Mark joining us, who's the kitchen manager here. And Mark, I understand that you guys do a gluten-free Monday every single Monday.
Emily, we started this, I think it was just before COVID.
Okay.
My partner is celiac. I think he came up with the idea, let's try it. I was skeptical.
Okay.
I don't know. It's been amazingly well received by the people of Burlington.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And I understand, like, you don't just do one seating.
I'm sorry, we don't
just do one seating. Like, you've got 3 seatings, and for a restaurant on a Monday,
on a Monday,
that's insane.
It's it went from one of the slowest days of the week to one of the busiest days of the week. And people that are celiac or people that just don't want gluten in their diet, it's been a haven for them.
Yeah. You don't just do like 1 or 2 dishes though. Like, this is the whole menu.
We've got a gluten-free menu, but it almost encompasses 95% of everything.
Wow.
Even things like we've got a JFC fried chicken sandwich. We make the flour with 12 different spices, all gluten-free, two different flours.
Wow.
So we don't chintz or scrimp on anything.
Yeah.
We give them the full experience. You can get breaded wings, you can get beer battered fish and chips. We use Glutenberg out of Montreal, which is made in a gluten-free facility.
Okay.
So they get what anybody else would get on any given day.
Now, what about the kitchen? Because I know, like, when you're working in a commercial kitchen, there's a lot going on in there at any given moment. Now, how do you make everything gluten-free?
You're right, Emily. It's a labor of love. It's not easy.
Yeah.
We've got our chefs come in early. Mm-hmm. They change out all the oil from the fryers and scrub them down with soap and water.
Wow.
So everything is removed. Anything that's gluten in the kitchen is put either in the fridge or the walk-in. Mm-hmm. And so we don't deal with anything gluten on Mondays. And it gives people, I think, a peace of mind to know that we take it seriously.
Yeah.
I know some place will say, oh, you know what, I'm keeping that fryer, but the other 2, no. We want to avoid cross-contamination. We don't want anything that's going to jeopardize their experience here on a Monday.
You really take it to the next level.
We do.
So I'm guessing that if someone was gluten-free, celiac, they should probably make a reservation for your gluten-free Mondays?
I would. and as I said, Emily, I wouldn't have said that when we started. I said just show up.
Yeah.
But it has become, you know, people come from Grimsby,
They come from all over.
Yeah, from all over, because they know that we do take it seriously. And I have no issues taking people back to the kitchen and showing them what we do.
That's
I want
amazing.
them to feel comfortable about eating here.
That's so great. And it's people like you that really make a difference to communities that need that.
Staff.
Well, I've met a couple of your staff so far today, and everybody is a joy. Okay, coming up, we're going to be talking about some of the drinks. We're going to be talking about the food and the tradition of the experience of being in a British pub. All of that coming up on Morning Live. Cheers.
Cheers.
To the holiday season.
Thank you, Emily.
That's delicious.
That is delicious.
Back with Mark, we're talking about the British pub, the fare, the food, the cocktails. I know you took a sip of Guinness. Do you love Guinness?
You know what? Oddly enough, I do. And I know I'm not a Guinness drinker.
It's grown on you.
It's lower in alcohol, which a lot of people don't realize. And it's been around forever.
Yeah.
So people that drink Guinness, they're chronic about it. It's one thing we can't not have on the menu.
Well, that's one thing. And the Caesar, of course, goes with pretty much anything.
It does.
I know you guys have a wonderful list of cocktails and menu options, but let's talk about the experience when you come in here. I mean, I feel like the British pub is kind of like fading away.
It is, Emily. You're right. The British pub, 25 to 30 years ago when we got into the game, you would have your old school favorites, your liver and onions and steak and kidney pie and all those. And we do have a few of those, but a lot of them we've moved on from. We didn't want to end up being that stodgy old pub
that only has liver and onions.
Things are broken, so it's upgrading. It's changing carpet. It's replacing chairs. It's keeping the place current and upgrading your food game.
But you still have all of the traditions that a nice, cozy British pub would have, like the woodworking and like the millwork and the lack of big screen TVs and the coziness of the environment.
You're right, Emily. We do. We have a few big screen TVs, but we don't turn the volume on.
Yeah.
We like to think that we provide an ambiance for everybody. And if you want to talk to your friend, we don't want a trombone playing in your ear.
Yeah.
I mean, so we don't do bands here.
Yeah.
We're food oriented.
Yeah.
And
so no big special events, no big like parties, no Super Bowl.
you know what, Emily? No, we don't. We treat every day like it's just another day at the pub.
I love it.
So that way, we're not confusing regulars that come in thinking that here's an event that's going to throw me off of what I normally come in for.
Everyone's welcome.
Exactly.
Every day.
Every day.
Oh, I love that. And no big New Year's plans. Party
no New Year's
plans.
plans. We do a special dinner.
Okay.
And then we'll probably go to 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then we say, get out, go have your fun somewhere else.
Because we're not doing it.
We're not the party place.
Yeah.
And we don't mean that disrespectfully. We just mean we know who we are, and a lot of other places do it better, or you can do it better at home.
Yeah. I love that.
And it's nice to get our staff home, too.
Well, of course, that you guys care about your staff and you want to make sure that they have enjoyed their holiday season too.
Absolutely do.
It's so important. I think this place is just great. Okay, coming up, I'm going to try some of this delicious food that Luke has been showcasing this entire time, so make sure you stay with us. Back with Mark here at the Judge and Jury. And Mark, what am I digging into right now?
Emily, you're eating the judge's pad thai. So not a traditional pad thai. You can have it with the capellini noodle or rice noodle. But we make the sauce from scratch.
It's got a
chili
kick.
paste, garlic,
Woo!
ginger, all those good things. And it's one of our biggest sellers. It's been around forever.
But again, not British at all.
No, not at all. Not at all.
I
It's
love
something
that, though.
we can't remove because it's too popular.
This, on the other hand, this little Yorkshire pudding bite, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Those are one of our biggest sellers.
I believe
we serve them
it.
as an appetizer, but it's really kind of a main. So the meat is the top butt that we shave. We salt, pepper, 2 different types of mustard, Dijon, and a grain mustard, and mashed potato, onion
Oh my
straw
gosh.
on a miniature Yorkie.
Oh my gosh, that is a Sunday dinner
Yeah.
on a plate, like in a little mini bite.
And that's our red wine demi underneath.
I can't stop. Okay, what else is on the table? You're gonna have to do some of the talking because
That's
I'm doing
okay.
some of
All
the
right, so
eating.
we'll go here,
What else we
Emily.
got?
So this one is kind of a labor of love. Everybody's doing a chicken sandwich, and we started doing it early on. So we take about a 6-ounce fresh chicken breast, we butterfly it, and then it sits in buttermilk and dill brine and pepper for up to 72 hours.
That is a massive piece of chicken.
It is. So that sits in
How do you
brine
eat this?
for 72 hours. Then we make our own flour mixture.
Okay.
So it's 2 different flours and 12 herbs and spices that are all mixed together. Matter of fact, I made it this morning.
Look at you go.
And then it's dredged. We make a Nashville sauce, which is some canned, some honey. It's all made in-house. Some cheddar cheese, lettuce, tomato.
That's delish.
On a potato roll.
It's got a little bit of a kick too, which I
So
like.
this, oddly enough, is our biggest selling sandwich that we have here.
I believe it because look at the size of it.
Yeah.
Traditional.
Traditional. We make our slaw from scratch and our dressing. The fries we get, although we don't cook them or make them ourselves, we get them in fresh, not frozen ever.
Nice.
The haddock we bring in is an 8-ounce piece, and always with a beer batter, fresh beer batter made every day.
Okay, and last but not least, for the
Last but not
healthier
least,
fare.
it's a Cobb salad. It's not traditional because we don't put a protein on it, Emily, but
Oh.
you know what? We use a full avocado. We use a hard-boiled egg.
I feel like there's protein in avocado and eggs, no?
Yeah, no, well, that you're right.
No meat.
No meat, no chicken, no steak, no shrimp. Blue cheese, grape tomato, bacon, some sprouts on romaine and mixed greens, and it's a simple one, but it does very well.
Well, all of this has been such a treat for us. So coming down to the Judge and Jury, if you've never been here before, it is spectacular. The food is so good, and you have a gluten-free Monday.
Yes.
The whole place turns gluten-free. The entire menu, the kitchen turns over. Thank you so much,
Thank
Mark.
you, Emily.
Thank you for
Appreciate
letting us
you
come.
coming down.
We've had a great time. And again, all the information for the Judge and Jury will be on our website at chch.com.